Okay, so how many of you have heard about the silent epidemic? Well, silent epidemic is just another name for osteoporosis. Silent epidemic just sounds that much worse. But it really is, it's a serious problem. But what exactly is osteoporosis? As defined on Webster's New World Dictionary Notebook, osteoporosis is an abnormal loss of bony tissue resulting in fragile and porous bones attainable to the lack of calcium and sex hormones. And what that does to you, so it makes your bones look like they have little holes. And actually they are little holes and stuff, little pores in your bones, making them really weak. But why does this matter to you guys? Well, we might think, oh, you know, we're young and healthy and stuff, but we will get old because it happens. And osteoporosis can happen to anyone, so thought I'd inform you about this today. Siteman Cancer Center states that over 10 million people in the United States actually have osteoporosis. About 18 million others have lost bone mass and are likely to develop osteoporosis in the future. Osteoporosis does not have many obvious or visible symptoms. In fact, like a stooped back, a stooped back called Dewagner's hump is the only known visible, I would say, visible symptom. So it looks like you have a back like this. It's not attractive. Due to the fact that the symptoms cause no pain and it happens gradually, detecting osteoporosis is not a very easy thing to do. Which is why many people do not know that they have osteoporosis until they have actually broken a bone, and that's when they decide to go into the doctor and they find out that they broke a bone due to osteoporosis. Although any and every bone can be affected by this, the most commonly affected bones are the hip, the wrist, and the spine. Today I will be informing you about the leading causes. I will identify the people at higher risk and also tell you a few precautions you can take to avoid getting osteoporosis. Okay, now I will discuss my first main point. What are the leading causes for this disease? The leading causes for osteoporosis can be broken down into two main parts. Oh, this is a picture of Dewagner's hump. See how there's a straight back, and then it happens gradually, and then eventually you end up with like a hump on your back. The symptoms can be broken down into two main parts. The first being the fist risk. What that means is that there's nothing we can do about them. These are risks such as your age. There's nothing we can do about aging. That just happens. These factors also include like your family history. So if you come from a family that has osteoporosis, then your chances of getting osteoporosis are higher than a person who doesn't. There's also the process of menopause, which is also with age. Having previous bone fractures, that means your bones are, they're more likely that they're thin and they break easily. The second risks are known as modifiable risks. These are the risks such as your calcium intake. If you take a lot of calcium, that's good, but you also have to make sure you're intaking a lot of vitamin D because vitamin D helps your bones absorb the calcium. Poor nutrition is also a factor we can control, so instead of having Cheetos or donuts, why not have like yogurt or string cheese? Okay, for my second main point, I'd like to explain who are the people at highest risk. So if you think, you have symptoms or so, you can go get checked out. Osteoporosis can develop on anyone, but gender is a factor. So sorry ladies, we naturally have thinner bones than men. That puts us at a higher risk. It usually develops in people that are 30 years or older. That doesn't mean that they haven't found it in younger people. Guys, they lose their bone like over time if they do have bone loss. As for the ladies, when they go through menopause, it's like something that happens like very quickly and stuff. So that's not good. Thin people have thin bones, so that's why females are also high risk. Ethnicity is a factor. Statistics show that although every ethnicity is at risk, African American people are less likely to have osteoporosis. Okay, and last but not least, I'd like to share with you a few precautions that you can take to lower your risk of osteoporosis. First, I'd like to encourage the smokers to stop smoking, because the chemicals you inhale when you are smoking, actually, it stops your body from absorbing the calcium that it should be. So if you smoke, it's not good for you. Exercise. Don't be lazy, get off your butt. Even if it's just a walk in the park, every exercise helps to help you get stronger bones. And it's a healthy habit to get into. Make sure you consume enough calcium and vitamin D. And just adjust your eating habits and make sure you get a lot of leafy greens. And in conclusion to my speech, I have defined and explained the symptoms of osteoporosis. I've explained the causes of how they're broken down. I identified the ones that are at high risk, and even give you a few pointers to help reduce your risk of getting osteoporosis. So I hope I have enlightened you a bit about this, and hopefully you treasure your bones a little more. That's it.